Hey, Bushnell students, welcome to, let's see, week two, I guess is what it is, week two. So doing virtual office hours right now. I thought I would cover, since nobody's showing up, I'm going to cover one of the topics. Let me pull this up here. Let's see, I think I need to share this. So do that and pull that up there. I can start that up. Okay, there we go. Thought I'd share just a little bit about the signature project selection. You've already been talking about the companies that you're going to take on. So you did that in week one. I want you to be thinking about a particular project that you're going to take on. So here are some guidelines for the project selection for the signature project. The first one is make sure it's the right size project. You know, you only have 3 weeks to dedicate to this effort. You're not going to fix a lot of problems, okay? Pick a project that you can do in that time period. And what I really mean is pick a project that you can write about in that time period. You are not going to implement your signature project as part of this class. You are going to select a project, analyze the particular problem related to that project, and then you can write about it. You're going to describe the problem, and you're going to describe the solutions within the context of this course, operations and supply chain management. So pick a right size project that you could actually work on at work, but you don't have to implement it, okay? So the other thing is pick an interesting project. Make sure it's something that is important to you in your work. It'll give you some motivation to get this done. Maybe it's a problem within your own department. Make this real for yourself, okay? Similarly, make sure it's useful. Make sure it's got some value, again, either for you or for somebody in your workplace. You know, maybe it's your department. Maybe it's a department that you supply, that maybe you're a supplier to an internal department. So you've got a customer internally that you have to supply information to, or a product to, or whatever the case would be, a service to. You can pick that. Work with a real customer inside your own organization to get that done. Make sure you have some control over the outcome. So pick a project that if you were to implement it, you'd have some control over what happens, how it goes. Maybe gives you a chance to exercise some managerial and or leadership abilities. Have some control over that project. Avoid projects that would be good to solve, if you will, but where you have very little influence. So sometimes we see those at work all the time. Pick something that you'd have some influence over that you can write about. And then finally, I would encourage you to get your managers or your supervisors some sort of leadership approval before you go forward. Sometimes you may have to pull data from internal sources. And so it's good to have your manager on board with you. So make sure that management's aware of what you're doing and how you're going to do this, and I believe they'll support you. You know, you might even want to think about at the end of the term when you're on the other side of it, maybe even pulling together a presentation and giving it to your management. Hey, this is what I worked on during my operations and supply chain management class. Okay, listen, I hope that is helpful to you. And all right, have a great evening, I guess, or day, depends on when you watch this. But be sure to look me up if you have questions. All right.